Welcome to the MACC. For the first time of the 2025-2026 regular season, welcome back to the MACC. First, Fayetteville-Manlius home game here as a home versus the Saranac Spartans from Section 7. Last year, Saranac was 7-11-1. They were 2-5-1 in the league. Last Hornets season, 12-9-1 record. They were 8-5-1 at home. Definitely an advantage with the Hornets faithful here showing out tonight. This is the second game of today's Hornet Classic games. There will also be games tomorrow. The game before us, Cicero North Syracuse took down Bethlehem 3-1. FM will be playing Bethlehem tomorrow at 10:45 a.m. Saranac's next game will be versus Cicero North Syracuse tomorrow. We'll be right back after starting lineups in the national anthem.
By Mr. Jim Wisnowski and Assistant by Coach Trevor Chase. And now, starting with the visiting Spartans. Back forward, junior number 3, Fu-Mei. Back forward, junior number 4, Brody Homer. Senior number 8, Adrian Barnes. On defense, a senior number 5, Noah Carroll. On defense, a junior number 18, Robbie Square. And in goal, sophomore number 31, Max Corey. And now for your Fayetteville-Manlius Hornets. Back forward, a sophomore, number 10, Asa Black. Back forward, a junior, number 13, Fu-Mei. Back forward, a senior, number 16, Henry Corey. On defense, a sophomore, number 12, Dawson Wilbur. On defense, junior, number 23, Tyler Haungs. And in goal, a senior, number 30, Sean Lamarche. Now ask if they're willing and able to please rise, remove your tubes, and stand for the national anthem.
We welcome you back to the MACC and the Hornets Hockey Network as the Fayetteville-Manlius Hornets take on the Saranac Spartans. Fu-Mei, Tung, your wonderful videographer and producer the whole season. Myself, Michael Haungs, to give you the play-by-play tonight. This should be an interesting one. The starting lineup for the Hornets: number 10, Asa Black; number 12, Dawson Wilbur; number 13, Drew Main; number 16, Henry Doherty; number 23, Tyler Main; and in goal, Sean LaMarche. Last game, the Hornets did struggle. They fell 6-2 versus Skinny Atlas at the West Jenny tournament. However, that game does not count to their division or conference. They remained 0-0 where it matters. The Hornets in white on the right. Spartans in red on the left. McCabe Nicholas, the captain for Saranac. He's an important player to look for. And we're off here at the MACC. Hornets win it. Wilbur over to Doherty. Back to Tyler Main. Into the Spartans' ends. Knocked away by David Montroy. Here come the Spartans the other way. Fast, the shot. Covered up by LaMarche. Saranac in the playoffs, they won their quarterfinal game 9-2 versus Northeastern Clinton, but then they lost 5-2 versus Beekman Town in the semis. In that quarterfinal win, senior captain Will Landerite scored 4 goals, a career high. Aiden McCormick had a hat trick in that same game, and the goaltender Cassidy Goodman made 32 saves in the quarterfinal to help secure the win. Another shot, wrapped up by LaMarche again. Thomas Kilborn Hill is smothered. The Hornets last season ended the regular season 11-9. They then played Cazenovia in the sectional quarterfinal, where Henry Doherty ended the Lakers season with a late goal in double overtime. Unfortunately, they were stopped by the Wildcats in Shove Park in the semis. Spartans still with the puck in the Hornets' ends. Finally worked out by Mucha. Over to Barrett, looking for Smith, unable to find him. Braden Harvey momentarily keeps it in before scooped out by Smith. Now behind the Spartan goal line. Mucha keeps it in. However, Spartans are able to come away with it. Hornets now looking to go the other way. Zulo unable to. The Hornets retreat in their own end behind the goal line. Working it over to Mucha in Saranac territory before it being taken away by the captain. Tyler Main recovers by the Hornets, goes off the boards near Asa Black. It'll go all the way around and find the stick of Thomas Kilborn Hill, but we'll have an illegal substitution on the Spartans. Again, the Hornets will play again tomorrow at 10:45 a.m. versus Bethlehem, who just lost 3-1 to Cicero North Syracuse the game before this today. Face off to the left of Leo Domenico. So that's going to be a 2-minute penalty on Braden Harvey for the illegal substitution. Hornets have an early power play opportunity. They were unable to capitalize on any power plays versus their opponent, Cazenovia. Excuse me, Skinny Atlas, one of the Lakers teams. Dawson Wilbur into the Spartans' end, over to Drew Main. Works it behind the goal line. Spartans knock it out. A minute 30 remaining on the penalty. Let's see if the Hornets can capitalize on the power play. Wilbur leaves it for Drew Main. Drew's taking it all the way, makes a move. However, it was knocked away by Orrin Preston. LaMarche taps it to Wilbur. Wilbur near center ice. Decides not to leave it for Henry Doherty. Instead goes to Black. Now to Drew Main. 4 in the back. Tyler Main unable to control the puck fully. Now goes around the boards to Asa Black. Drew Main battling with Owen Lawrence. Drew Main to Wilbur, to Main. Main shot right of the iron. Tyler Main now recovering. Off the boards again to Black. However, the pass was intercepted and off of a skate all the way into the Hornets' ends. 20 seconds now. 15 more for the Hornets power play. Here's Wilbur coming across the center. Black tries a shot, misses it. Into the middle for Drew Main. Main into the middle for Doherty. However, he wasn't able to put the puck in the net. Back to even strength now. Saranac with 5. Drew Main over to Asa Black along the boards. Broken up by Emmerich. Recovered by Doherty around center ice. He'll go to the left side to Tyler Main. Main making a move. Goes behind the net. Tizulo in the middle. David Montroy is able to find it for Saranac. Unable to work it out. Still in the Saranac ends. Now it finally comes free. However, it goes into the bench of the Spartans. 12:38 left to play in the first period. So far, only been one power play. It favored the Hornets. They were unable to capitalize. Didn't really get any real shots on that either. Zulo finding the puck. Now here's Mucha. It goes all the way back to Barrett. Knocked away nicely by number 12, Bryce Heary. Here's Eli McCormick. He has the puck taken away by Barrett. Cooper Barrett along the boards to Smith, who relays it to Mucha. Now Zulo around center. He looks for Smith. It's taken away again by Heary. Hornets retreat in their own ends. Shock. Around Doherty. Now it's taken away. A nice move. No shot. Put into the middle. No one home. Another shot taken. LaMarche deflects it. Number 2, Braden Harvey, who had the penalty, wasn't able to get the shot to go. Another slap shot. LaMarche blocks it again. That time it was Kilborn Hill. Puck comes out of bounds, and we'll have a face-off in the Hornets' end, right of LaMarche. LaMarche, 397 for 442 last season. Versus Skinny Alice, he was 22 for 28. Tyler Main. He'll take it himself. He fires a shot. It's covered up by Domenico. First clean look for the Hornets comes from Tyler Main. However, Leo Domenico, the freshman, is able to cover it up. Played into the middle by Main. No one there. Doherty goes along the boards to Drew Main. Main knocks it across to Black. Finds some trouble in the corner. Hornets in a bit of a pickle along the boards. Now they get it into the middle. Asa Black not able to make a move. Spartans look to come the other way. A big hit, and the ref is going to put his hand up for a second. No penalty. Intercepted by Maine. Shock trips. Knocks it from his feet. However, Saranac's able to find it and make a line change. That was Emmerich again. Lucia tried to go across to Montroy. Hornets intercept it. However, the puck is placed back behind the goal line once again. Wilbur over to Tyler Main. Near Henry Doherty. Doherty skating across, makes a nice move. It's a one-on-one, however, it's knocked away by McCormick. Another pickle in the middle. Shock rips one, deflected. Barrett, back to Shock. Shock! Right of the iron again. Doherty, back to Barrett. Place in the middle! Barrett. The first Hornets goal at the MACC. It comes from Jack Shock. Excuse me, it comes from Drew Main. Assist from Jack Shock and Cooper Barrett. And the Hornets have an early 1-0 lead here in Cicero. Drew Main had both the goals in the scrimmage versus Auburn here. He had an assist in the Skinny Atlas game. And last season he had 5 goals, 8 assists. So he gets his first goal of the regular season, and it comes at home. It's Henry Doherty and Cooper Barrett credited with the assist. Puck in the middle for Saranac. Lamarche is able to cover it up, and his mask goes flying. I believe Shock accidentally got a stick under Lamarche's mask, and it comes out. It's sportsmanship by Saranac to return the helmet. 9:04 remaining in the first. The Hornets up 1-0 with a main tap in. You don't see a goalkeeper's mask come off very much. That's almost Parker Sachs-like. Tyler Main works it up for Zulo. Lucha lays a hit. Saranac still with it in their own ends. Saranac still in their own ends. Trouble from Preston. He's able to get it over to Nicholas for the Spartans. Goes along the boards to Emmerich. Taken away by Smith. It's a 1v1. He shoots. It's deflected. Wilbur now. Knocked away by the Spartans. Here they come the other way. It's a shot. Saved by Lamarche. He could have gone to Nicholas there. It was a 2-on-1. Wilbur now coming the other way for the Hornets. And that's going to be offsides. Beckett Gillen into the game for the Hornets along with Aiden Asworth. Colton Walkup. And Max Shock. Work back towards Shock. Jack Shock. Ashworth unable to find it. Here's Gillen. Has pressure, unable to find the puck. Comes loose from Shock. Shock's chasing it back. He's able to get it to Walkup. Walkup, dangerous situation, now has it taken away. Short, soft shot is covered by Lamarche. 10 minutes into the first period, the score still 1-0. Fu-Mei, who has the only goal tonight, wins the faceoff. Goes back to Shock, however, Spartans find it quickly. Played into the middle, no one home for Kilbourne Hill. Now off the boards from Lawrence. He's looking for Montroy. Montroy works it back into the middle. LaMarche blocks it. Does come back to McCormick. Now a shot goes left of the iron, shot by Kilbourne Hill. He's had many shots tonight, unable to capitalize. Lawrence to the left of the iron. Off the boards from Shock. Over to Black. Here's Henry Doherty the other way. He has a one-on-one, makes a move, has it stripped. Nice defense from Owen Lawrence and the Spartans. Saranac still with it in their own ends. Intercepted by Black. Now finding the way into the neutral zone. Wilbur comes on the left side. He'll go around the net, playing into the middle for Doherty, unable to put one in. That was Asa Black and Henry Doherty who had the pass opportunities. A bit of a trip situation, however, it wasn't one versus the other. They just got a bit tripped up. We'll have a face-off in the neutral zone. Hornets will make some line changes. We'll go back to Smith, Zulo, Mucha, Main, and Wilbur. They're starting 5. Except for Black. They had Asa Black start in front of Grayson Mucha. A shot deflected, still loose, and they score! Well, they haven't been very clean goals for the Hornets. 2 is better than 0, and Cash and Zulo credited with the poke in. Hornets now with a 2-0 lead over a very tough Saranac Spartans team. 5:57 remaining. LaMarche tries to work it to his teammate, put in the middle, able to deflect it as he gets back. Another puck put into the middle, looking for Montroy. Puck comes loose, Smith knocks it free. He had a very good play on the last goal. Over to Mucha. Back to Smith.
And assisted by number 23,
Tyler Main with the assist.
Tyler's goal, 11 minutes, 1 second, first period.
Saranac comes the other way. It's a 2-on-1, a shot. Saved by LaMarche. Bit of a squabble afterward, nothing serious. Thomas Kilbourne Hill had a 2-on-1 situation for Saranac. Just the goalie left to beat. Couldn't put it past LaMarche. Saranac 0 for 10 on shots on goal. Beautiful job from LaMarche in the crease, protecting the Hornets net well in the first period. Tyler Main over to his brother Drew. Drew loses it, instead finds Montroy. Montroy loses it right back. Drew Main over to Henry Doherty. Doherty puts one on net for Drew Main. Shot deflected off the iron. Main over to Doherty, off the post. Saranac able to get it back into the neutral zone. Tyler Main will clear it. Hornets not able to play it, or else it would have been offsides. Doherty re-enters. Saranac goes the other way. 1-on-4. Tyler Main delivers a big hit. Doherty goes over to Wilbur. Does not go into the neutral zone. Still in the Hornets' ends. Doherty was the puck on the boards. A shot deflected. Second chance, no good. Another puck placed in the middle. Doesn't find the nylon. Quick shot, left. Played along the boards by Emmerich. Here's another quick shot. Play in the middle is saved by LaMarche. Saranac has gotten some pretty good looks, however, it's hard to get it past the senior goalie, Sean LaMarche from East Syracuse, Manoa. Saranac Spartans representing the whole Saranac Lake and Lake Placid region. It's Beckett Gillen, unable to win the face-off shot. Braden Harvey unable to get it through. Saranac still with the puck in the Hornets' end. It's been a while since it came out. Quick pass off the skate of Lawrence. He'll play it back in the Hornets' ends quickly. Jack Schock off the boards to Walkup. Comes out, freed by Jack Schock again. Schock following, places one on net, easily deflected by Domenico. Coming the other way is Bryce Heary. He's tripped up. Walkup now in the Saranac end. He'll go to Gillen. Gillen fires one in the middle. It's deflected. A nice save again by Domenico. That'll be an icing call. Went by both red lines. No one touched it. Puck skated all the way across back into the Spartans' ends. Left side of Leo Domenico. Freshman goalie for Saranac. He's had 8 shots come his way. He's allowed 2. Zulo, right of the iron. Behind the net was a Hornet, not sure who that one was. Wilbur puts one in the middle for Mucha. And a bit of a trip up in front of the net. Covered up by Domenico. .240 left in the first period. We'll have 34 minutes of hockey left to play, however, after this. Hornets unable to keep it in the Spartans' ends. Wilbur goes across to Tyler and his own ends. Smith in the neutral zone. Puts it in for Mucha along the boards, now to the far right side. Spartans work it across. Nicholas into the middle, a shot. LaMarche save. Montroy unable to redirect it into the net. Good save by Sean LaMarche, and we'll have a face-off to the left of him with 2:14 now. Both teams making a few line changes. Doherty switches with Maine. Spartans win. The puck drop. Face off to the left. They're able to keep it in the Hornets' ends. Shot goes high. Still in the Hornets' end. Doherty now works it out to Asa Black. It's a 1-on-4. Trailing him is Drew Main and Henry Doherty. He tries to put one in for Drew Main. Drew Main to Henry Doherty. Shot right. Covered up by Domenico. Hornets looking to move to 1-1 on the season with a win today. So far up 2-0. Drew Main shot hits both posts, unable to find the net. Go across that line. Main leaves it for Barrett. Barrett shot into the middle. Black, second chance, no good from Doherty. Back over near Barrett. Instead, it's Drew Main. Jack Schock fighting for the puck. Now in the far corner. Plays it into the middle. Doherty shoots. And a save. Drew Main finds the puck in his own ends. Quick fire over to Henry Doherty, who just quickly dumps it in and makes a line change for the Hornets. Under a minute to play in the first period. Saranac pass hits McCade Nichols and bounces into the Saranac end. Spartans work it out over to a group of Hornets after making another line change. Here's Grayson Mucha. Mucha over to Smith. They'll travel all the way in the Saranac end. It's a foot race with Zulo. Bartholomew. Now Nichols into the middle. Kilborn Hill unable to get a shot off. Hornets find the puck free. Here's Cashin Zulo with Smith. Zulo shot. Redirected Smith the second opportunity. Saved. Covered up by Domenico with 12.4 seconds. Both teams are equal on shots now. 14 from FM, 14 from Saranac. Over the score 2-0 from Cashin Zulo with the second goal and Drew Main with the first. 2 tap-ins. Face off to the right of Domenico. Asa Black. Domenico quickly covers up the puck. Black unable to fully control it. Kills about 2.5 seconds. 10 seconds now. Puck goes off the boards. Saranac has a last chance opportunity with one into the middle, and the buzzer will ring. Not the end of one. It does remain Hornets 2, Spartans 0. Again, goals from Drew Main and Cashin Zulo has the Hornets over the Spartans from period 1 here at the MACC. Don't go anywhere. In 13 minutes, we'll be back with 34 more minutes of FM hockey here on the FM Varsity Ice Hockey Network. Welcome back to the MACC. Second period of play underway. The Hornets leading 2-0 over the Saranac Spartans. Hornets work it quickly into the Saranac end again. Dawson Wilbur finds it in his own end near LaMarche. Our goals from the first period were from Drew Main and Cashin Zulo, if you're just joining us. Tyler Main behind his own goal line. He went around the boards, however, it was fined by the Spartans. Asa Black misses the pass, gets it along the boards. He has Drew Main in the middle. Instead of go along to Tyler Main, slap shot off a skate. Redirected the other way to Braden Harvey. LaMarche will find it. Dangerous pass to Tyler Main, gets it through. Now over to Asa Black. Doherty racing over. Doherty behind the net. Second chance for Asa, no good. Chip shot from Kilbourne Hill. Found by Montroy. Montroy along the boards. It finds Nicholas in the neutral zone. Spartans will reset. Puck dumped in by Emmerich. Drew Main will go the width of the ice over to Henry Doherty. Intercepted by the Spartans, and now over to Deckenberger. Smith looking for Zulo. Unable to get it to him. Here's Nichols. Drops around the boards. Chip shot by Drew Main. Actually, I believe that was Dawson Wilbur who finds the puck in the middle near LaMarche. Works it over to Cashin Zulo. Over to Smith. Smith gets it back into the neutral zone. Found by the Spartans again by Deckenberger. Deckenberger over to Harvey. Jack Schock tries to intercept it. He does successfully. However, it's going to be an icing from Zulo. 14:20 left to play in the second period. Shots ratio almost equal. 15 from the Spartans, 14 for the Hornets. Hornets capitalizing on 2. LaMarche has been doing a phenomenal job under the pressure of the Saranac offense. Same Saranac offense who scored 9 goals in the quarterfinal last year versus Northeastern Clinton. Hornets come the other way. Covered up by Domenico before anything bad can happen for the Spartans. We'll have a face-off to the left of Leo. It'll be Drew Main and David Montroy. Montroy switches out with Kilbourne Hill. Main wins it back for the Hornets. Doherty went over to Asa Black, hit off a skate. Chipped out by Kilbourne Hill. Drew Main finds the puck. Played into the middle, no one home for Kilbourne Hill. Spartans recover the puck, take control in their own ends. Off the boards. Now over to Nichols. Nichols not able to put it into the middle. Good pressure from Schock, but we'll have a penalty. Heading to the box for the Hornets. I think it's going to be Max Schock with 2 minutes. It'll be a power play for Saranac. We only had 1 penalty last period. It was against Saranac, and the Hornets weren't able to capitalize on the power play. Let's see what the Spartans can do when the Hornets have a man down, and also how the Hornets defense can react. Puck still trapped in the corner. Who will come away with it? Spartans come away with a slap shot deflected off a skate. Nichols unable to keep it on the ice. Another shot goes way left. Redirect's no good. Worked out by Smith. Domenico will go into the neutral zone with the puck. A pass into the neutral zone, I should say. Shot goes up and left. Kilborn Hill in the corner. Into the middle. Rejected by the Hornets defenders. Tyler Main and Smith were unable to keep the puck out. Puck travels the length of the ice, and there's now 1 minute and Shock's penalty. Saranac, 50 seconds more of a power play shot on net by Kilborn Hill is covered up by Sean LaMarche. Face off to the left of LaMarche in the Hornets end with 52 seconds in the Spartans power play. Can they capitalize and shorten this Hornets lead? Played out by Wilbur. Lawrence. Shot. LaMarche gloves it. McCormick unable to get one past LaMarche. He received the pass from Owens. No clear winner on the puck drop. Hornets able to ice it out. Less than 30 seconds now. Pressure from Colton Walkup. He'll have to skate back fast. Going all the way is Nichols. Nichols unable to get a shot off. Good defense from Wilbur. Now a shot does happen. It goes right into Tyler Main. He had that happen last game. Now we have a bit of a fight. Tyler Main throws someone to the ground. Wow. He threw down number 18, and you do not see that often from Tyler Main. Still chirping a bit with 18. I do not have him on my roster. Or 19 if it is 19. That'll be 2 unsportsmanlike, I believe. There is 6 seconds remaining in Shock's penalty. Looks like there might be penalties going on. Would not be surprised if Tyler Main receives one for what we just saw. We're back to even strength as Shock comes off. It's still 5-on-5, so they were just unsportsmanlike penalties. That's a huge factor for the Hornets, as Tyler Main's one of their best defensemen. He took a shot right in the groin and then threw down someone after.
Hornets penalty, number 23, Tyler Main, 2 minutes holding. And for the Spartans, number 18, Travis Square, 2 minutes for slashing.
So slashing on the Spartans. Not sure what it was on Tyler, but it's still 5-on-5 hockey. Shot deflected by LaMarche. Another shot, good save by LaMarche's right hand. Hornets. They got it out into the neutral zone only momentarily before knocked right back in by Heary. Walkup falls. Hornets have possession now. Black over to Doherty. Doherty to Black. Shot goes left of the post. Found again by Cooper Barrett. Back to Doherty. Wilbur unable to keep control. Spartans come the other way. Looking for Lawrence. Taken away by the Hornets. Doherty on the left side. Tries to work it into the middle. Stripped away. Possession by Heary. Off the boards where it'll find Jack Shock. Shock, shot. And play will be stopped. Not sure what the call was. We'll have a face-off in the Hornets' ends. (10 minutes, 20 seconds remaining in the second period of play. Through 7, we've had no goals. Chasing the puck is Shock. Over, it's in control of Montroy along the boards. Shot goes right from Lawrence. Hornets trying to work the puck out. It goes off the high glass. Wilbur still in the Hornets' ends near the goal line. Puck comes free. Smith tries to work it out. He is able to get into the neutral zone. Hornets come the other way. It's a 3-on-3. Into the middle. Redirect's no good from Smith. Mucho works it back to Zulo. Zulo has it taken away by Kilbourne Hill. It's no icing called. Now there is one. Main comes out along with number 18 from Saranac. I apologize, do not have his name. Both players come out of the box and go back in the bench. Won't be back on until next line change. Beckett Gillen unable to get the puck free. Here's Shock off the boards. Poked away by Shock again. Off the skates of Barrett. Travels back in the Spartans' ends. Played across the neutral zone. Comes into the Hornets' territory. And we're going to have a penalty as soon as the Hornets touch it. Ashworth puts a stick on puck, and we will have a penalty assessed to, I believe, Shock. No, it's going to be Beckett Gillen. I believe it's a tripping penalty on number 11, Beckett Gillen. With that play, Spartans have another power play. 2 minutes. Let's see what they can do. Shot, quick, right. It was deflected. Up into the middle. Lamarche unable to cover it. However, Smith works it out. Quick shot by Nichols. High. Bartholomew. A misstep leads to the Hornets coming across. Here's Mucha. Mucha with the puck. Facing adversity from Lawrence. Hard to have an offense when you're a man down. Defense retreats. Coming fast is Montroy. Montroy into the middle. Knocked away by Tyler Main. Coming the other way again is Mucha. He has the puck deflected by Nichols. Shot deflected off of the skate of Wilbur. Still in the Hornets territory. Tyler Main looking for the puck. It is great to see him play a lot more physical. He's always been one of the better defensemen on the Hornets team. Last year he was joined by Brian Tonkovich, who has now graduated. Quick shot. Deflected by Lamarche. Taken by Kilbourne Hill again. He's had multiple shots this game. Another shot by Hill. Another save by Lamarche. Into the middle, deflected, second chance, loose, and deflected again by the Hornets defense. 15 seconds remaining in the penalty on Gillen. Hornets able to ice it all the way over to Domenico. And with 5 seconds, Foster will come 3 as Tyler puts the nail in the coffin of the power play by hitting it behind the goal line of Domenico. We're back to full strength here at the MACC. Drew Main looking for the puck, unable to find it. Now gets the pass from Doherty. Main to Doherty, taken away by the Spartans. Tyler Main will find it, and we'll have another penalty. It's another Hornets penalty, this time on number 13, Drew Main, who has one of the goals. Looked like it might have been high sticking. However, only caught a glance of the ref's signal. Either way, 2 minutes for Drew Main. They put up 11 on the scoreboard. It's really 13. Doherty loses the puck. Played into the middle. Shot. Second chance opportunity. Also no good. Both saves by LaMarche. And good defense from Tyler Main and Max Schock. Was a high stick penalty. Jack Schock over to Henry Doherty. Momentarily had a string of passes before being taken away by the Spartans in the Hornets' ends. Schock trying to work that puck free. We're going to have another penalty as soon as it touches a Spartan. This time we'll have a penalty on Saranac, and it'll be 4-on-4 hockey. So yeah, we'll have 4-on-4. Waiting to see whose number goes up. It's number 2, Braden Harvey. Again, that's the second penalty of the game. Second penalty on the Spartans. 1:10 remaining in Drew Main's penalty. 1:50 on Harvey's. Tyler Main working the Hornets offense from the back line. Wilbur behind the goal line. Avoids Smith, goes back to Main, to Mucha. It's iced all the way across. And we'll be back in the Saranac ends as we are not full strength, but we are even strength, 4-on-4, for about 40 seconds more. Jermaine will come out and we will have a 40-second Hornet power play when Drew comes out. Works back to Tyler Main. He'll put one on net. It's covered up. Smith has the puck loose. Unable to put it through was Smith and Mucha. Saranac going fast the other way with David and Montroy. Montroy around the goal line. Off the boards, back to Montroy from 18. Tyler Main recovers it for the Hornets, working fast. He has Mucha with him before being tripped up, and that'll be a tripping penalty on Saranac. Main's shot goes high. Wilbur will recover it, and the Hornets ends. Again, as soon as this puck touches a Spartan, we will have another penalty. Hornets, a man up currently, 5-on-4 for 30 more seconds as Harvey's in the box. Worked across by Henry Doherty. We'll have a cover-up by Domenico, and a tripping penalty will be assessed to number 71. So Spartans will be down. They should be down 2. Yes, they're down 2 players for 30 more seconds, and then a 1:30 of 5-on-4. So overall 2-minute power play for the Hornets. This one 5-on-3. Let's see if the Hornets can capitalize in this brief 5-on-3. Wilbur over to Drew Main. Drew Main still loose in the middle. Good saves by Domenico, still loose. Drew Main, another shot, unable to get it to go. Tyler Main now. 7 seconds. Drew Main with 4. Back to Tyler, missed shot. Coming the other way is Nichols. That was McCade Nicholas, not Nichols. Stoppage of play. We're back to 5-on-4. As Harvey came out of the box, however, a minute 24 more of a Hornets power play. Puck dropped to the right of LaMarche and the Hornets ends. No goals so far this period. Hornets looking to change that with a man up. Tyler Main skating across fast, right side. He's in there, goes around the net, looks to play it in the middle. Instead comes back out. Doherty's shot off the glove of Domenico. Wilbur, a minute left in the power play. Wilbur, Tyler Main. Tyler Main will rip one. Deflected, second shot from Drew Main goes. Number 13, Drew Main gets his second goal of the game, has won a period, and the Hornets take a 3-0 lead over Saranac. Drew Main. He had all of the goals in the scrimmage versus Auburn, and he's had 2 this game out of the 3. That's his second goal of the season. He had an assist from Skinny out this game as well. Hornets with the puck still. We are back to even strength, despite the scoreboard still having a penalty up there. Smith loses the puck. Good defense from Owen Lawrence. Jack Schalk finds it in the neutral zone, goes over to Oliver Smith. Misses Zulo. Coming the other way are the Spartans in the Hornets ends. Puck played behind the goal of LaMarche. Jack Schalk taps it out. Denkenberger unable to keep it in the Hornets ends. Able to knock it through again, however, making a quick line change. Zulo able to work it into the neutral zone and into the Spartans end. Drew Main, nice move. Looked to put the puck on the stick, unable to. Would have been a stylish goal for a hat trick. Henry Doherty and Drew Main, along with Cash Zulo, trying to find the puck. Zulo comes away with it. Braden Harvey will put one towards LaMarche, however, misses. That'll be an icing. Minute and a half in our second period. Hornets up big. Drew Main with 2, Zulo with 1. Face off to the right of Domenico. It'll be Drew Main and David Montroy. One back by Montroy. Over to Lawrence. Lawrence to Nicholas. Doherty's able to steal it back. Drew Main, Tyler Main, Wilbur stringing some passes together. Good offense from the Hornets. Shot goes high. Drew Main on the right. Over to Henry Doherty. Puck comes free. Tyler Main finds it in the neutral zone. Hornets will reset. Good defense from the Spartans. Coming the other way is Lawrence. Lawrence shot deflected. Another chance from Nicholas. Goes to the right. Tyler Main battling with Montroy. Puck finally comes loose from Main. Duck goes over the goal. No one near the puck in the neutral zone. Finally found by the Spartans. McCormick. Puck goes back to Lawrence. Around the boards, intercepted by Maine. Battled right back from Kilbourne Hill. Main stick went into the face of Kilbourne Hill, and that'll be a real penalty on Tyler Maine this time. Second time in the box, first time for a Spartans power play with 12.5 seconds in the second. Quick shot. LaMarche deflects it away. Stick is loose from a Spartan. Still on the ice. Mucha put back in by Kilbourne Hill, and that will do it for the second period. The Hornets strike again. It's 3-0 FM over Saranac. Still a donut on the scoreboard for the Spartans, looking to get their first goal still. However, when we come back, there's still 1:47 left to serve from number 23, Tyler Maine. Don't go anywhere. We got 17 more minutes of hockey on the FM Varsity Ice Hockey Network. Back here at the MACC, Tyler Main with 1:47 left to serve. Spartans starting the period with a power play. Hornets up 3-0. Worked back by Saranac. To the captain, a shot goes right. I apologize, I've been using the Saranac Lake roster, which makes sense why I didn't have some of those numbers. Smith able to work it out. A minute left on Maine's penalty. Coming across is Barnes. That is Adrian Barnes. Saranac Spartans. Worked out by Wilbur. Chasing the puck down is Gabe Moore, a junior. The goalkeeper is number 31, Max Courier. He's a sophomore. Coming across now is Ryan Campbell. Wilbur. Quick shot. Not able to get one off. Robbie Squire. Now a shot goes left from Gabe Moore. Hornets come the other way. It's a 3-on-1. Into the middle. Shot. Scored! Number 5, Cashin Zulo finds his second goal of the game. Drew Main with 2, Zulo with 2, and it's a 4-0 Hornets lead. Just as Tower came out of his power play as well. So the Hornets closing the door more on the Spartans, even though that, according to the scoreboard, the Spartans have more shots. One hasn't been added yet for the Zulo goal. Drew Main across to Wilbur. Shot deflected by Courier. Dawson Wilbur puts one into the middle. It's deflected by number 9, Deacon Gierix. Wilbur, Main. Main puts one in. Second chance, no good. Spartans coming across with Killian Baker. Killian Baker goes right of the net. Brooks is pickpocketed and Main gets the puck. Doherty goes back to Wilbur and the Hornets end. Over to Tyler Main. Over to Doherty. Main to Doherty. Doherty around the boards to Drew Main. Taken momentarily by Ryan Campbell. Wilbur. He dumps it in the Saranac ends. Hornets make a line change. Over to Gabe Moore. So according to Syracuse.com, the Hornets were playing Saranac Lake, the Red Storm. When I saw Spartans, I assumed they had a different mascot. It is the Saranac Spartans they're playing. Not Saranac Lake, Lake Placid area. Still a very strong team. Just not able to find it today versus the Hornets at home. McCumber goes the other way to Campbell. Campbell on the right side. Leaves it for McCumber. Shot. LaMarche able to save it. He covers up the puck and will have a face-off in the Hornets end, I believe, unless there's a penalty, which there is. Penalty on number 4, Brody McCumber. He's a junior at forward. So the Hornets will have a man-up power play opportunity as McCumber's in the bin. Behind the net is Tyler Main. Goes to his brother Drew. To Wilbur. Near the middle top of that blue line. Shot. Gloved up. Good save by Max Poirier. Again, the Hornets will play 10:45 a.m. versus Bethlehem tomorrow. Spartans, I believe, will play Cicero North Syracuse. This game is part of the Hornet Classic, a lot of tables with raffles and donations. Supporting Hornets sports, Hornets hockey more specifically. Shot deflected by Maine, from Maine. Back to Drew Main now, comes loose. Wilbur will find it in the neutral zone. 1:20 remaining on McCumber's penalty. Main loops it around, goes to Wilbur in the same position. Now over to Drew. Drew's shot, crossbar. Back over to Drew Main. Leaves it for his brother Tyler. Over to Wilbur. Dawson Wilbur goes back to Drew. Drew circles around. Makes another pass to Wilbur. Back to Drew, who takes a shot, goes left. Now over to Tyler Main. To Wilbur. Couple passes between Main and Wilbur. Shot goes right. Dawson not able to find the net. Now over to Tyler Main with 30 in the power play. He'll leave it for Wilbur once more. Shot gloved up by Croyer. Hornets come across on shots again. None of them finding the net. They're up 26-25 on the SOG category. Puck comes loose into the neutral zone. Skating across, fast pressure from Campbell. Just not fast enough. He came from behind, however, he made good distance. Just not enough ice. Shot from Wilbur goes to the right. Now T-Main to Doherty. Doherty to Drew Main. With 1 second, that kills the Hornets power play, kills the penalty on McCumber. We're back to full strength. 5-on-5 hockey. Tyler Main dumps it in. The Saranac ends. Hits off the stick of Vaughn. St. Vaughn across. He was looking for number 2, Killian Baker. Instead, it finds Beckett. Becky Gillen pickpockets the Spartans across to Ashworth. Ashworth shot goes behind the net. Second chance from walk-up, still loose. No one able to get rid of it. Now they finally do. Spartans come the other way with Elliott Batty. Big collision. Spartans come the other way. Shot and a save by LaMarche. Campbell wasn't able to get it past Sean. We'll hear a little won't back down by Tom Petty as we get a face-off to the right of LaMarche. One back by the Spartans. Quick shot, deflected, saved by LaMarche, taken by Deacon Gierix. That'll be an icing, as we are at 5-on-5 currently, despite the amount of penalties we had in the late second and early third. Another face-off in the same exact spot. Smith goes across to Mucha. Puck is taken. Coming across is McCumber. He has his puck stolen by Smith. Now across to Zulo, who already has 2. Zulo into the middle for Smith, can't connect. Rabido over to Terry. Taken by the Hornets once more. Cooper Barrett dumps it into the behind the goal line of the Spartans. Over to Zulo in the middle. However, it's taken away nicely by Rinks. Shot saved and covered up by Courier. Fu-Mei wins it for the Hornets. Quick shot, deflected off the pads. That'll be another icing. Didn't quite reach LaMarche's territory. He'll leave it, and puck will go back. Another face-off to the right of Courier. Fu-Mei wins it back again. Quick pass. Jack Shaw pickpocketed now. Still in the Spartans territory. Finally taken away from the middle. And we'll have another icing. And the puck will travel all the way back to the same exact spot, just killing a bit of time. Hornets with a solid 4-0 lead. Fu-Mei and Kashzula with the goals, 2 apiece. However, coming across are the Spartans. Here's Campbell's shot. LaMarche save. Henry Doherty comes the other way for the Hornets into the neutral zone. He has 3 with him. Over to Asa Black. It was on net. Covered up. And released immediately by Courier. Tower Main. Quick pass to his brother Drew. Drew has the puck taken by Rinks. It finds Asa Black off the boards and a couple weird bounces. Black leaves it for Fu-Mei. Main shot and he scores! Throw the hats, it's a hat trick for Fu-Mei. In the first home game for the Hornets, Fu-Mei gets a hat trick. Hornets 5-0 over the Spartans. Main with a goal a period. This happened to the Hornets at West Jenny versus Skinny Atlas last game. Now it's the Hornets on top with a player and a hat trick. Hornets threatening once more. Colton walk up. Can't quite keep the puck in the middle. It's taken away by Terry. Tower Main recovers.
Hornets goal scored by number 13, Fu-Mei. That's his 3rd of the game. And assisted by
Over to Dawson Wilbur. Wilbur shot deflected. Unable to get it past Courier. Spartans come the other way. It's a 1-on-1. Good defense from Dawson Wilbur. Keeps the shutout alive. Into the middle. Deflected by Beckett Gillen and Tyler Main. Gillen coming the other way. Over to Wilbur. Wilbur has a hit late on him. No penalty. He's a bit shaken up. It's going to be an offsides call on Saranac. So we'll have a face-off in the neutral zone. Now it's up to the Hornets defense to keep this shutout for LaMarche. Coming across is MACC for the Hornets. He'll go over to Smith along the boards, taken away by Rinks. Zulo also looking for a hat trick. Smith knocks it free. Pushed farther into the corner. Barton tries to get rid of it. Jack Shock has a hit weight on him. Puck is trapped behind the goal line. Finally played out. Zulo. Smith. Shot. Tyler Main. Sorry, MACC Shock. Both teams make some line changes. Hornets send on a few new players. Walkup, Ashworth, and Gillen. It's the captain, Campbell, who wins it for the Spartans. However, it travels near the goal of Courier. Quickly covered up. 5:37 left to play. Hornets up 5. Face off, one back again by Campbell. Finds Shock. Shock's pass deflected. Spartans look to come the other way. Beatty puts it in the Hornets territory behind the goal line, wraps around the boards, hits off the ref's skate. Trapped with Colton Walkup. Baker forces it free, but to some Hornets. Jack Shock over to Ashworth. Ashworth puts it behind the goal line of Courier. And we'll have a penalty. Maybe. It's going to be against number 2, his 3rd penalty of the game, Killian Baker. Another power play for the Hornets. After Baker receives a penalty. Hornets in control. Wilbur over to Drew Main. Now worked over to Tyler. Main's pass intercepted by Squire. Black. Walk up. Finding Wilbur. Wilbur shot, scores! Dawson Wilbur with a snipe to make it 6-0. Stop playing the goal horn as well. Dawson Wilbur finds his first goal of the game for the Hornets. 6-0 lead over the Spartans team now. So Killian Baker will come out, and we have a timeout. So in the first period, Drew Main, then Cash and Zulo. In the second, Drew Main scored again. That was the only goal of the second period. Then we come into the third, and there's 3 goals. From first Cash and Zulo finding his second, then Drew Main getting his hat trick, and Dawson Wilbur getting his first goal of the game about 20 seconds ago. We're back to even strength. Full strength 5-on-5 when we return, and the timeout is to warm up a new goalie for the Spartans. That is Tegan Van Valkenburg, a junior going into the goal for the Spartans, number 99, I believe. Sorry, that's actually a freshman, Carson Holland, number 29. Goalie for Saranac, warming up. Again, Holland is a freshman, class of 2029. Teams coming back onto the ice to play 4:29 more. 9:52 Eastern time. First game went a bit late between Cicero, North Syracuse, and Bethlehem, where the North Stars beat the Eagles 3-1.
Assisted by number 16, Henry Worthy, and number 10, Lisa.
Face off in the middle. Beckett Gillen wins it back for the Hornets. However, it's quickly taken away by Adrian Barnes. Barnes in the middle. Shot no good from Campbell. Gillen able to deflect the last shot. Over in the middle again for Barnes. Another quick shot. LaMarche is able to cover it. Moore wasn't able to get it past. 4:06 left now. We'll have a face-off to the left of LaMarche, and again, the Hornets are looking for their first win of the season and their first shutout of the season. Currently dominating the Spartans 6-0. Cashinzulo coming the other way. Knocked back by Terry. Hornets stringing a couple passes together, getting it out into the neutral zone. Chasing that is Mucha. Scraped across again by Terry. Found momentarily by John Urisoli. Tower main behind his own net. Skips John, goes to Smith. Pass floats up in the air and Mucha finds it. Pass from Moore. Finds Terry behind the goal line. Working into the neutral zone. Missed pass from Moore. McCumber wasn't able to get it through. Hornets knock it further into Spartan territory and make a line change. Quick shifts here on the ice for the Hornets. Pass taken away by Cooper Barrett. Dawson Wilbur, who just scored. In possession of the puck, plays it into the middle. Foster now walk up, it's loose. Still in the middle. And Barrett is unable to keep it in. Hornets will reset. Aiden Ashworth back onto the ice, and we'll have an offsides call, I believe, on the Hornets. So, with the offsides call, we'll have a face-off in the neutral zone. Top left spot from our view. Ashworth over to Barrett, now to Wilbur. Wilbur will dump it in. Goes all the way along the boards near walk-up. It's found by the Spartans and Damian Braun. Taken away by Ashworth. We'll go along that yellow lining on the boards to the other corner. Now it's trapped with him and Squire. Barnes able to make the puck come loose. Barrett originally able to keep the puck in, however the Spartans come the other way. Played into the middle by Fiociello. Redirects by Barnes, no good. Still in the Hornets territory. Quick shot deflected by Wilbur. Played into the middle to no one. No one home for Fiociello. Fiociello along the boards, found by the Hornets. Still not out of territory. Fiociello. This is Campbell. Campbell's shot off the glove of LaMarche, still loose. Squire around the boards, over to Fiociello. near walk-up. It's found by the Spartans. Into the middle, Ashworth is able to deflect it out. Tap in, no good from McCumber. Redirect, I should say. Shot goes left of LaMarche. Under a minute in regulation. Hornets trying to keep the shutout. Quick shot goes high, still loose. McCumber off the netting with 46 and left to go in regulation. It's going to be a puck that's going to be dropped to the left of LaMarche. Near right face-off spot. They're going to change it to the far right corner. Puck drop, Drew Main 1. Shaw over to Asa Black. Asa has 2 with him. He'll decide to take it himself. It'll go high and wide. 30 seconds now. Henry Doherty. He loses the puck. It goes to Campbell. Campbell with 2 on. That puck goes high into the netting. It'll be another face-off to the right of LaMarche. Never mind, we'll switch again. We'll go to the left spot. There'll be Drew Main and Campbell. Ryan Campbell wins it back for the Spartans. Shot on net, covered up by LaMarche. Will do it over. 20 seconds now. Saranac trying to avoid the upset. Timeout taken by Saranac with 20.8, down 6. Don't go anywhere, we got 20 seconds. We're actually gonna stay right here. Both teams are already back on the ice. Timeout might have been to avoid a penalty or something. Howland faced some shots while he was in for the Spartans. LaMarche certainly faced some shots, 28 to be exact. So far, he's kept all of them out. 13 more seconds to do so. Pressure from McCumber. Hornets will find it with 5. Drew Main will keep the puck. No better way to end the game than Drew Main handling the puck. He had a hat trick tonight. Sean LaMarche shut out him and the Hornets defense, keeping Saranac to 0. And the Hornets get their first win of the 2025-2026 season in their first game of the Hornet Classic. Drew Main and Cajanzulo both with 2 goals. Drew Main had his 3rd in the 3rd. And then Dawson Wilbur found his first goal, also in the 3rd. That'll do it here from Cicero. Hornets shut out 6-0 over the Spartans. I'm Michael Haungs, producer and filmer Fu-Mei Tung, saying good night momentarily from the FM Varsity Ice Hockey Network. We'll see you tomorrow at 10:40 a.m.